fans, and welcome to this week's edition of the Riverhawk Review. I'm Ben Barker. Well, the hockey season didn't start exactly as planned for UMass Lowell. After the season opener ended in a 1-1 tie, the Riverhawks dropped a 5-1 decision to the University of Denver. Looking to right the ship, Doug Carr and the Riverhawks took to Colorado College. Scoreless in the first period, Ryan McGrath, though, with a great individual effort, finds the net for his first goal of the year, and with it, UMass Lowell takes the 1-0 lead. But here comes Colorado College on the attack. Aaron Harstad in front of the net says, "Look what I found," puts it back. We are tied at 1. Riverhawks, though, looking to respond. Check out Josh Holmstrom. He'll take this one off the boards, and he's going to go around the back of the net, waiting for his teammates to get in front of the net. There they are. Joseph Pendenza is there to find the back and finish this one. Riverhawks go up 2-1. They add another goal to make the final 3-1. The player of the game for the Riverhawks goes to Joseph Pendenza. His third period goal gave the Riverhawks a 2-1 lead over Colorado College, and they never looked back from there. Of course, final was 3-1. For more on the weekend that was, I talked to the voice of the Riverhawks, Bob Ellis. Who would you say is one of the guys out on the ice that's kind of trying to get this team together, maybe get them going on that little bit of a run?
Well, I think you always start with the captains. You start with the more veteran players as well, simply because they've been there, they understand how difficult a task it is to be a good hockey club consistently. A guy like Riley Wetmore certainly is one of the people you rally around. Chad Ruedel among defensemen, who's a heavy hitter. But don't discount the impact of freshmen. Ryan McGrath had his first collegiate goal, a spectacular dance through the Colorado College defense before roofing the puck upper left corner against a pretty good Colorado College goaltender. Joe Pendenza doesn't have any letter from the alphabet on his uniform, but you know what? He's in his third year here. He is a leader, whether he has a letter on the shirt or not. So you've got a variety of, yes, veteran players, experienced players who can provide that leadership. Pendenza had the game-winning goal at Colorado College, doing exactly what we talked about as a point of emphasis, going to the net.
Bob Ellis, the voice of the UMass Lowell Riverhawks. Thanks for joining us.
The pleasure is all mine.
Let's jump from the ice to the turf. The field hockey team is looking to gain some momentum before the playoffs. Heading into Thursday's action, only 2 games remained on the regular season schedule. The Riverhawks hope to rebound at home after a tough loss to Merrimack and would look to do so against a team that had lost 3 straight in Assumption College. 37th minute of action, Rachel McCarthy fires one on net. She scores her second goal of the game, 2-0 Riverhawks. Well, we know McCarthy can score, but she can also play some defense. Check out the tenacious D by McCarthy here, not letting that Assumption offense have any room to breathe. And then later on, still 2-0 when Vanessa Kent, with a great individual effort, gets that one to go past the goaltender. And that'll do it. The UMass Lowell Riverhawks win this one 3-0. The goal was Kent's 4th of the season. Rachel McCarthy has been so big for the Riverhawks all season long, and the numbers reflect it. She added 2 more goals in this one, driving her total to 22 on the season. She added another goal in the 4-0 victory over American International on Saturday, so now her 23 goals are leading the Northeast 10 Conference. What a year it's been for McCarthy and the Riverhawks. Their playoffs begin tomorrow as they take on Stonehill College. The men's soccer team has hit a rough patch. After starting the season 10-0-1, the Riverhawks have dropped 2 of its last 3 decisions. The men look to kick things back into gear Saturday against Southern Connecticut. Well, not the start that UMass Lowell was hoping for in this one. Check out this nice forward pass here by Daquan King. Finds Mario DiMichele, who beats the defense and then beats the goaltender. That would give Southern Connecticut the 1-0 lead. Now, UMass Lowell would come back to tie this at 1, but then later on in the second half, it's more of the same. That's DiMichele on the left side of your screen, cutting to the net once again, gets the goaltender to dive, and he easily scores the go-ahead goal. And that's how this one would end. UMass Lowell falls to Southern Connecticut 2-1. The lone goal for the Riverhawks came from Homero Moraes. The goal was the 10th of the year for the sophomore forward. The men have another chance to right the ship this afternoon against Dominican College. Sticking with soccer, the women's soccer team could really use a vote of confidence. With a record of 4-9-2 overall, the Riverhawks hope to end the season on a positive note. Saturday had a chance to do just that and put an end to a 3-game losing streak. Things going UMass Lowell's way early on. A nice pass up ahead to Jenna Costa. She's going to get tangled up with the goaltender, but stays on her feet and she's able to score. It's her 3rd goal of the season. gives UMass Lowell 1-0 lead. Game would be tied at 1 in overtime, and look at all these headers. Can you believe it? 1, 2, 3, 4 headers before New Haven beats the UMass Lowell goaltender, and they win this one in overtime, 2-1. Jenna Costa was the standout for the women in this one. The senior midfielder found the back of the net for her 3rd goal of the season. The women are back in action tomorrow night at home against St. Michael's College. The volleyball team has also hit a bit of a rough patch. Heading into Saturday's action, the Riverhawks had dropped 4 straight decisions, but hoped some home cooking would help turn things around. Unfortunately, pace came out firing as UMass Lowell dropped this one 3-1. The UMass Lowell golf team placed 7th over the weekend in the AIC Adelphi Classic. Sylvain Dibier was the standout for UMass Lowell. Consecutive rounds of 72 were good for 5th overall on the tournament. It was Dibier's best tournament of the fall. On Saturday, the cross-country team earned 6th place at the Northeast 10 Championships. UMass Lowell scored 164 points on the day, but it was Stonehill College taking home the title for the 4th consecutive year. Standouts for the Riverhawks included Kelly Walton and Colleen Kennedy. We're just about out of time for this week's edition of the Riverhawk Review, but before we go, I want to introduce a new segment starting next week where you can ask any UMass Lowell athlete or coach a question. Just tweet your question at Riverhawk Nation, and you could be featured on next week's edition. Until then, I'm Ben Barker. Get rowdy and go Riverhawks.